We got a good group of guys that can play basketball.
On the defensive end, Gary, you obviously defensive specialist. Did you feel like your team really brought it on the defensive side?
No, it didn't. I don't think they did bring it on the defensive side. I think Jamario did a good job when he switched and he got on the Taylor and they started blocking a lot of shots. That motivated us a little bit. I think Reggie didn't play the way he's supposed to play. I think Quintel didn't play. McMood didn't play the way they played. The whole team didn't play the way they were supposed to play. But what they did was they played when they had to. They played at the end of the game, and they know if we don't play defense, we're not going to win basketball games. And that's what happened. We played defense at the end of the game. We got a lot of blocks. We made them do a lot of things. We went big at the end, and they couldn't do nothing with us. And when we went that way and we played defense and made things happen, that changed the momentum of the game.
Next question.
Gary, you mentioned that it takes time for your team to get going in games. Why is that? Why do you feel like that happens?
Well, you know what? This team here, I don't want no worries about them because when they're not motivated like they do at the end of the game. If you watch us play 6 times, at the end of the game, we're the best basketball team you can ever see. And I think it's but what I'm not mad about is they stay in the basketball game. We don't be down 12 and 14. We be either up 1 or 2 or we tie. We got down in halftime. That was probably the first time we were down in half. But what we do is we focus. We get focused and they talk to each other. And when they talk to each other and they communicate, they're good. So I'm not worried about them struggling. I'm not worried about that because they are a good basketball team that they stay in the basketball game. Now, if I'm down 12 and 14 every game, then I'm very concerned. But that's not the case.
Hey, Reggie, you guys are 6-0 on the season. How does it feel to have that great start to the year for you guys?
It feel good. It feel good. Each game gonna be tough, no matter who you playing. Cause one thing about it, these guys gonna come ready to play, no matter what the record is. So right now, a lot of people respecting what we got going on. So we just take it one game at a time. There's a couple things we gotta iron out as a team that we gotta continue to get better and stuff. And I think we do a good job of just finding a way to get in, do a good job of where, Coach Payton kind of, keep us balanced, kind of know when to push buttons and stuff like that, So, we do a good job pushing certain buttons to kind of wake us up or whatever and stuff like that. So, I take it, so we got another tough game coming up next week and looking forward to it.
Next question.
What was your reception here in Toronto? How do you feel about coming to Toronto to play? I mean, this is a question for anybody really to answer. The fans, the atmosphere, the city. Thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Q.
It's a great city. I love the weather. And the fans, we was the first game, so it's probably not everybody in there, but the fans that we did have, they was into the game, so it was great coming back here.
Gary, thoughts on Toronto?
Well, I've been there so many times, so it's always a great city. They're always a basketball city, and for us to start on Facebook today and have the crowd that we had at 7 o'clock is really, really good. And they're here. And it's going to be a lot of games. It's going to be a lot of more fans coming in the next 3. Toronto is always a great city. It's a beautiful city, and I love coming here. I be here a lot, and it's a city that you want to come back to all the time.
Reggie, you played here, so what are your thoughts on coming back to Toronto?
Shoot, I was excited. Get a chance to play on the court. My 2 years here, I was hurt a lot, so I felt like I kind of owe the fans. So even though you don't have no control of injuries and stuff like that, but it's exciting to play here. The basketball at an all-time high. The players is more players coming out of here. That means that the love of the game is growing big time. So hopefully Q can get something worked out. Hopefully we can have a team come. Hopefully we can be here more often and stuff. So we love it here, and looking forward to coming here next year. And love the fans. I had a great 2 years here. It was fun, playing with Chris Bosh, DeMar DeRozan, all them guys and stuff like that. So it's great. I love it.
Thanks, Reggie.
Yeah.
GP, obviously again, we're here in Toronto, Canada. What are you seeing as far as the growth on your end in the States for Canadian basketball?
For what, I'm sorry?
What are you seeing as far as Canadian basketball, the growth of it? Obviously, you see the fans here. Could be probably a better crowd. Obviously, I think more people need to know about it. What are your thoughts of what you see from Canada?
Well, this is Canada, and the big three is basically the United States sometimes. We come in here, we're giving Canada opportunity, Toronto opportunity to see this kind of basketball. The first game is the early game. And I think it's going to be a lot of people in game 2, 3, and 4. The last game starts at 9:55. People are now just getting off work and stuff like that. You got to understand that too. So it's going to be fine. This stuff is only in their second year. Canada's gonna recognize it. It's gonna be there. This is a basketball city. They got an NBA team. NBA didn't come here for nothing. So they'll be fine. We weren't worried about the crowd today on our game. We knew it was early. People just getting off work. You know what I'm saying? They gotta get here. A lot of people gonna be here. I think the next 3 games is gonna be okay.
All right, last question.
How do you feel that your team plays in later games as opposed to the earlier game?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Do you feel like your team plays better in later games than earlier games?
My team plays better whenever. We don't care about playing any time of day, night. We done played at 9:55 last week. We played at 8 the other week. We played at 9 the other week. We played the first game the other week. We don't care. It's a win-win. To me, you got to come ready to play basketball. I don't care what it is. You got to get yourself prepared. They know what time we're going to play 3 days in advance. If you know you're going to play at 9:55, get your rest, get ready to play, get yourself motivated. Basketball is something that you got to motivate yourself. Somebody got to motivate you to play this game, you shouldn't be playing. So my team is okay. They'll play at midnight if we have to. So that's all we try to do is get wins.
All right, thanks, guys.